computer. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mac Atkinson. In behalf of Benny, Pauline, Fabi, Yana, and Patrick, we want to welcome you all to our Sunrider Day event here, where we're going to love, share, and grow with each and every one of you. You know, over the next 30 minutes, and well, actually we have a lot of people here that love to talk about Sunrider products, so maybe it's 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to share with you all a little bit about Sunrider, our philosophy of regeneration, our foundational foods. We are going to focus a little bit on our weight loss line of products. And we also want to share with you some of the special promotions that Sunrider is offering through the balance of this month. You know, before we get started, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mac Atkinson. I'm a second generation Sunrider, I should say. I've been consuming these incredible foods for over 30 years, and I've been involved in the business of Sunrider for the past 20 years. Prior to joining Sunrider, I actually came from a corporate background in the biotech industry, where we were manufacturing synthetic DNA and peptides for the drug discovery and research industries. And I mention that because I just want everybody to know that I do have a bit of knowledge about quality and manufacturing at the highest standards. You know, again, coming out of the corporate world, I liked my job and I made good money, but I had no real concept at that time of the power of a business model that was driven by the principles of both duplication and leverage. You know, instead of working with a true team of like-minded people, I always felt like I was in competition with my coworkers for the next raise or the corner office. Instead of working for my dream, I was always working for somebody else's. And instead of taking 100% responsibility for my own success, I had very limited control over my future. That all changed when I made the choice to join Sunrider in this great referral-based business model that Sunrider provides for us. You know, before we head on and talk about the Sunrider foods, I just want to quickly share with everybody a quick disclaimer, and that is that none of the information provided in this presentation is intended to represent a diagnosis or cure of any illness or disease. And I say that because it's very important for everyone new that's either joining us live or watching this as a recording to understand that the Sunrider products are all whole food products. So let's talk a little bit about Sunrider. Sunrider has been around for over 38 years. It's an extremely stable company. I mention this because a lot of companies in this industry, they'll be around for a few years and then they disappear overnight. Sunrider's been around for over 38 years. Sunrider operates and allows us a business opportunity, operating in over 50 countries around the globe. Very important to me, coming from a manufacturing background, Sunrider handles 100% internally all of the research, development, and manufacturing of over 400 of the world's finest health and beauty products. And by that, I mean everything from whole food nutritionals to cleansing beverages, to weight management, to sports and fitness, to green household, and all natural skincare and cosmetics. Everything that you consume from Sunrider, both here in the United States, in Western Europe and Hungary, and down in Australia and New Zealand, is all produced right here at our 1 million square foot manufacturing facility in Los Angeles, California. Now, this slide I think is pretty important. I wanted to put it up here because it really emphasized the cleanliness of the facility. This is the facility that I've toured many times, and you could actually eat off the floor if you chose to, but what I wanted to really focus on here is the idea of quality. Again, coming from a manufacturing background myself, quality is what Sunrider is all about. I can assure you, having toured the facility and talked to the people that handle the manufacturing, Sunrider, even though we try to control all the herbs and the raw materials that come into the facility, we probably discard 20% of every raw material that comes into our facility because they don't meet the stringent quality control standards Sunrider has set up. The other thing I wanted to share with you is this is all proprietary and trade secret technology that Sunrider has. And when I was in the biotech industry, we were producing under a pharmaceutical grade license, which is the highest license that you can have in the United States in terms of producing products, pharmaceuticals, right? You all get that. Sunrider is a food grade company. They can manufacture under a food grade license, but they choose to manufacture under the highest standard, exceeding in so many ways the standards or the requirements are established by the FDA here in the United States. So again, I think that's very important to understand. Sunrider chooses to manufacture under the highest quality standards available. What truly makes us unique is what we call our philosophy of regeneration. And very simply, there's a few principles here. All of the Sunrider products are whole foods. There are no chemicals or isolates. We provide a tremendous variety within our formulations. And by that, I don't mean 400 different products. I mean a single product like Quinary, which we'll talk about in a second, which has over 50 different herbs, plants, and flowers that make up this formulation. That's the variety I'm talking about. All of our foods are extremely concentrated. And let me just paint you a little visual picture of that, okay? If you were to try to eat 10 carrots, let's say, for the nutritional value of 10 carrots, you'd end up with a stomach ache, first of all, okay? Because that's a whole lot of fiber. But my point is, if you were to take 9 of those carrots and enhance them and concentrate the nutritional value from them and spray that on a single carrot and eat that single carrot, you're going to be getting the nutritional value of 10 carrots. That's the kind of concentration I'm talking about. Formulation and owner expertise. We bring, well, basically 5,000 years of Chinese herbal history to the table in terms of our formulations. Dr. Chen and Mrs. Chen have both an herbal background, a medical background, and they are the founders of this company, which provide the real structure and again, all of the ideas behind the formulation, taking herbs and being able to combine them with the knowledge of being able to take advantage of all of the positive properties of those herbs, combining them properly so we get the highest possible nutrition in the world. You know, most of us start out in Sunrider with what we call our foundational foods, our nourish, balance, and cleanse foods, where we cleanse with products like Fortune Delight and Cali that you'll hear about in a minute. We nourish with products like New Plus, Vita Delight, and Protein Plus, and we balance with products like Quinary. I want to take a second and just talk a little bit about each of these before we move on. Benny, would you mind jumping in and sharing with us a little bit about New Plus?
Great. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah, you're good to go.
Yep. Okay, great. Now, New Plus is actually one of my favorite products. Like Dr. Chen said, what would you like to have if you were stranded on a deserted island? And the main thing that comes to my mind is New Plus. New Plus is really the foundation food for the body. So New Plus in itself has got all the nutrition you would need for the body to function. The thing is, because New Plus is pre-digested, they are pre-digested food herbs, which helps the body to absorb the 6 essential amino acids that come in from New Plus, which was so amazingly created by our founders, Dr. Chen and Mrs. Chen. So without further ado, I believe that New Plus gives the, it helps a lot with the skin. It gives you glorious, beautiful skin. And it helps with the digestive system a lot, because the digestion is one of the main focus and powerhouse of the body to absorb nutrition that goes into various systems of the body. So New Plus in itself has got all the essential amino acids that you require to help the body synergistically and well balanced. So I would say it helps with a lot of people's well-being, in the sense that with New Plus itself, you just feel on top of the world after having it. And you don't feel hungry, because you know that it's more an insurance to your body system.
Absolutely. Benny, that was great. And to kind of echo a couple of things you said, you're right. New Plus is a complete food. It provides 65% complex carbohydrates, as you mentioned, 20% protein in the form of amino acid, including branch chain amino acids, like you mentioned, which allows our body to produce its own protein the way it was naturally designed to do. It also provides 15% essential fatty acids in addition to other vitamins and minerals. You know, it was interesting hearing you talk, Benny, because you're right. New Plus for me, I've always found it that it actually replaces all the missing nutrients I have during the day when I'm not eating properly. And it was funny because you mentioned how good it makes you feel. And I agree with you too. I mean, I eat New Plus right out of the bag. And I've always been a believer about trying foods that when you eat them and your body feels good, you know that they're good for you. When your body doesn't feel good, you know that they're not. And I'm just like you, Benny. When I eat New Plus, my body feels good. It tells me that, you know. So I think you're right on. And just one of the last things that I'll share before we kind of move on, there's a gentleman in our organization, J.W. Emerson, that's been around for years, and he has many videos out there that talk about these foods. And JW, when I was talking to him about nutrition, and in particular from a sports and fitness aspect, he told me that I should always be eating a bag of New Plus 30 minutes before my workout and 30 minutes after, for two main reasons. Number one, it builds lean muscle. And number two, it helps the muscles repair and regenerate themselves naturally, like our body was designed to do. So, Benny, thank you so much. I think that's great. And like you, New Plus is one of my favorite products. And very much like Dr. Chin, if I was stranded on a desert island, that's the one I would have with me too. So thank you for that. Fortune Delight and Cali are our cleansing beverages. And I'm not going to go into any detail here because Pauline's going to talk to us a little bit later about Fortune Delight and Cali. So don't want to steal your thunder, Pauline. We'll wait for that to come out in a little bit here. Quinary is one other product I would like to speak to briefly from our foundational food base. Quinary truly is a formula that balances the immune, the circulatory, the digestive, the endocrine, and the respiratory system. It's a combination of, again, over 50 herbs, plants, and flowers that are specifically formulated to actually nourish those 5 key systems of the body. And the great thing about Quinary, and I'll try to paint a little visual picture for you again, okay, is when I think of Quinary, I always think of like 5 horses pulling a chariot. And if one horse is ahead or behind of the others, you know that things are going to be out of balance. And I put this slide up on the screen right here because I also want everybody to know that Quinary, even though it includes all of these 50 herbs, we also have 5 complementary products that address each of the systems individually. So for instance, if I'm feeling that my immune system is out of balance, or prior to traveling internationally or coming into winter months, etc., I try to use alpha 20C. If you feel like you're out of balance in your endocrine system, PA, or what we here in the US call Primeagen, is the product that you want to focus on. Assimilate for digestive issues, Conco for respiratory issues, and LS, I think as you guys call it there, we call it Lifestream, is for the circulatory system. So again, folks, whether you're trying to balance as a whole or you have individual systems that are in need of further nourishment, we have the products that can help you with that. Let's talk a little bit, if we can, about weight loss. It was interesting because when I was looking up what the 5 top New Year's resolutions were for this year, I think most of us would acknowledge that losing weight is usually at the top of that list for everybody. Well, 2020 was an interesting year for everybody. So in January of this year, what we found was that an increase in fitness, an improved diet, stop procrastinating, which I thought was interesting. The 4th one was starting a business to earn more money. And the 5th one was losing weight. But as we talk about weight loss, I mean, and this is something, Patrick, you posted for us on the Sunrider website not long ago. just some ideas on how to lose some of the holiday weight. Obviously, being more active in terms of yoga, sports, etc., limiting our consumption of processed foods, drinking water to help flush the impurities out of our body, along with Fortune, Delight, and Cali, which Pauline will share with us later. Eating more healthier foods and using supplements like Action Cap Fit, which we'll talk about in a minute, to help us on our journey in terms of weight loss and weight management. Before we kind of talk about some of our premier weight loss products, I just wanted to put this slide up for everyone because I think it's important as we start and we look at any kind of journey, weight loss being a journey, okay, that we just take a second and we ask ourselves, when it comes to our health, what matters to us most? What am I willing to do to make this happen? How will I measure my success? And how is it going to make me feel when I achieve it? If we have those things in our mind, then as we begin to struggle, which it happens, I can only speak for myself. I know every time I've gone into a weight loss situation, I struggle with that. I have to remind myself why I'm doing this, how I want to feel, and what outcomes I want to have on the other side of it. So I would ask everybody to kind of give that a little consideration. So up on the screen now are our 4 premier weight management products that we want to talk to you about. Our first one is SunFit Protein Plus. The next is SunBar. The third is Action Cap Fit. And then Pauline, we'll get to you with the Fortune, Delight, and Cali here in just a second. Protein Plus, this is incredible. This is another one of our Nourish products that I spoke about earlier. The difference with this one is even though it has the base of it is Nu Plus, okay, and all of the nutrition that Benny spoke about with Nu Plus, this is a 100% vegan formula that contains 20 grams of easy to digest pure plant protein in every serving, including the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and complex carbs that make up the Nu Plus base of this product. It'll satisfy your hunger. It works as a convenient snack or a meal. It supercharges your shakes or smoothies. It's there to boost your energy, your muscle growth, and recovery. Made from all natural whole foods. As with all Sunrider products, there are no added sugar, dairy, artificial ingredients, or chemicals, and it fuels an active lifestyle with pea and rice protein. Benny, right back to Nu Plus, containing all 9 essential amino acids, including the branched chain amino acids needed to effectively build muscle. Koi fruit, which supports weight loss, digestion, etc., and bamboo fiber, which also aids in digestion. I can share my own testimony here with this. Being a person in the martial arts that I am, I'm always looking to build lean muscle, and this is a product that has really helped me. I like having it as a shake prior to my workouts. It's an incredible way to build lean muscle tissue. In terms of marketing this product and so forth, I've had a lot of success marketing to people that want to build muscle, the gym rats, if you will, the people that are out there working out all the time. And living here in Arizona, where I do, we have a large retirement community of people. I find a lot of folks that are interested in this product from that community because they're actually looking to build muscle and to put on a little bit of extra muscle-based weight. So this is a product both for the younger people looking to work out and for a senior population that may be looking to maintain their vitality and health. The next one, SunBar. Yana, if I can turn to you for a second, share with us a little bit about Sunrider's SunBar, how you like it, why you use it. Please share with us. Yana, hold on. Yana, hold on. We can't hear you.
Yeah, Ken.
Unmute. Okay.
There you are. Now we got you.
Okay. I love Sunbars because they're nutritional and also they're soluble in soluble fiber, which is something that the body needs. And also, not only that, it contains a psyllium husk, which actually keeps the colon clean. So it is really, really fantastic and it's nourishing. Also, it does fill you up, and I always have it with Fortune Delight, which actually helps also to detox and get rid of all the toxins. So therefore, I always have the best colon you've ever had. How about that?
I love it. That's great. You know, for me, same thing, Jan. I mean, I love Sunbars. They're a great in-between meal snack. A couple of them will actually act as a meal replacement. And, you know, you're right. In terms of the fiber content, and I know we kind of laugh about colon health and so forth, but it's so important to make sure that our colons are clean and that we're evacuating properly. And Without getting too gross, I mean, this is the FOS, this key fiber you're talking about, which comes from the chicory root and the psyllium seed powder that makes up this formulation, is extremely powerful for the body. And to kind of echo what you were just saying, Yana, the fiber in sun bars includes 3 types. It's soluble, which works like a sponge, absorbing fats and toxins; insoluble, which works like a broom sweeping out your intestines; and semi-soluble, which works like a jelly, softening the internal waste so you can easily evacuate. Again, these are great, great bars. They come in 2 flavors. The fruit's up here. We also have a chocolate flavor that's really, really good. My favorite's fruit. My wife loves chocolate. Yana, what's your favorite flavor?
I like the fruit better.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I've always been a fruit guy, so that's great. Thank you, Yana, for sharing on Sunbar for us.
Okay.
Action Cap Fit. This is one of the newer products that has come to Australia within the past few months. And it's something that we've had here in the United States for the last year. This truly is an incredible product that supports fat loss, boosting the metabolism, promotes brown fat, which burns more calories. It's a great source of antioxidants. It supports energies. And again, there are no laxatives, stimulants, or artificial ingredients. Key ingredients in this is the langanberry extract, which is packed with antioxidant power, polyphenols, etc. We have mangosteen fruit in here, and I did a little research on mangosteen, which is actually an incredible fruit. It certainly nourishes the body with B9, B1, B2, manganese, copper, magnesium, vitamin C, and protein. It's high in antioxidants. It's an anti-inflammatory. It promotes weight loss, promotes and supports blood sugar control, supports a healthy immune system, and helps to maintain healthy skin. So there's a lot in this. And before we move off Action Caps, there's a couple things I just wanted to share with you about it, having experienced this. And a lot of people, when I talk to them about Action Caps, they ask me, well, you know, you talk about brown fat and so forth. What's the real distinguishing benefits of brown fat versus white, and how does this help you? And I'll just read from the Sunrider product fact sheet here. It says, key to this formula's effectiveness is how it targets a specific type of fat in the body. Your body has brown fat, which is the energy burning fat, and white fat, which is the energy storing fat. Brown fat has the unique capacity to reduce white fat by activating thermogenesis, that warm feeling that you would get in your body, a metabolic process in which brown fat uses white fat as fuel and burns energy, calories, to be used for body heat. The real important thing here, folks, is white fat is all that fat that none of us want. It's what typically is around the belly, the hips, the thighs, you name it, okay? All the places you don't want it. We have very little brown fat in our body compared to white, but what Action Cap does most than anything else is it activates the brown fat, which burns up the white fat. So if you're someone that can't get out and do a lot of exercise, but you want to lose a little bit of weight, not saying you have to be a couch potato by any means, but Action Cap Fit is a great product for you. And it's perfect for any weight loss or weight management regime where you really want to be losing that white fat that does accumulate around the body. Yana, here you are up on the screen. I know that you've had a chance to use Action Cap Fit, Protein Plus, obviously Sunbar, etc. Are you unmuted? Can you come back on and give us another little testimony?
Yes, I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Excellent.
Yep.
Yes, I can.
Well, okay. Well, I started with the Action Caps because I heard about the brown fat and the white fat. And I thought, well, I'll really give it a go because I need to get rid of this flab that I've had around and I don't know how I got it. But the Action Caps actually got rid of it all. And I was able to get into trousers that I wasn't able to get into. And it certainly helps with your concentration, I think.
I understand.
So really, I found it a very great way of losing the flabby fat,
Right
the
on.
white fat.
Excellent.
So it is really good. It's an excellent product.
You know,
So it
I
does
know,
change the shape. It improves your shape.
Yeah, well, I know it was interesting because I remember talking to you and you mentioned to me that you really didn't see that you lost a lot of weight necessarily, but what
Mm,
you noticed was a change in your figure, right? Your measurements and
that's
so
right.
forth,
Yes,
which is
exactly.
fabulous.
Yeah.
The other thing is I know that, you and I have talked before about this, but in consuming both Protein Plus and Action Camp Fit, for those of you that don't know Yana, she is an avid golfer. A matter of fact, I'm very pleased that you were able to join us on a Saturday morning. I thought for sure you would be tuning in by your phone from the 18th hole, but in any
No.
case, tell us about one of your recent experiences golfing after consuming these foods.
Well, I don't know. I felt really great when I started playing on this particular day. It was for the gold medal. And I just couldn't believe it. I had the energy, I concentrated, and I had the best score that I ever had. And actually, I did win the gold medal, which was something that I didn't expect. But that
Well,
was after eating the protein powder, the action caps.
excellent. Well,
So,
congratulations on the gold medal, and I'm glad to hear that. And before we move on, Fabi, I'd like to turn for you for a second before we move off the whole Action Cap Fit thing, because I know that you have a testimony that you want to share, I think, towards your husband's experience with this product. If I can kind of turn to you for a second, please.
Okay, thank you. Yes, my family has a beautiful experience with Action Caps Feet. My husband received a diagnosis of fat liver,
Oh,
and his doctor was very concerned because his blood test was very, very bad. And he was very straight with us. He said, "You must lose weight. You must change that. Otherwise, we'll suffer a lot with this fat liver
mhm.
because it carries many other diseases with it." And then my husband was very, very worried. We all were. And he started a diet, not a very, very difficult one.
Mhm.
He started a diet. He improved some physical activity. And besides the fundamental foods from Sunrider, he started taking action caps too. And after 2 months, he had another blood test, and all of us were very surprised. He did lose some weight, but the best thing is his blood test was so good. Our doctor barely could barely believe how much it improved. So we were very, very happy. And we believe that Action Caps Fit helped a lot in this process. Otherwise, it could be, we would need a long time to get the same results.
Absolutely. Fabi, thank you so much for sharing that story. I love hearing things like that because what really kind of ignites me is when I hear testimonies of how these foods, and just in many cases, a simple change in lifestyle, how I eat, etc., can impact people so phenomenally in their health. And I've always been a believer that we have choices in our life, and one of the big choices we make is what we choose to put in our mouth every single day. And
Yes.
your husband's experience is just fabulous. And I'm so thankful that he got the results that he was looking for. And I really appreciate you sharing that with us. So thank you very much there. Um,
But
you
thank
know,
you.
before we move on, let's turn to Pauline. Pauline, I know I've been mentioning you the entire call. Share with us a little bit about Fortune Delight in Cali, would you please?
Okay. Well, Fortune Delight, I use it every day, all day. I am a grandmother who has to run around after grandchildren a lot, and it gets me through that. My grandchildren drink it. It's so hydrating and healthy for the body.
Mhm.
So I know that I'm feeding myself good nutrition just drinking it. And yeah, no sugar, no caffeine, only 10 calories. So you can drink it throughout the day while you're doing your weight loss.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I find it a great product. You can have it hot or cold. So sometimes, you know, here it gets very cold in winter. So we make it warm, and in summer, just have it cold with ice. It's beautiful.
Fabulous. You know, I know, because I've known you for quite some time, that you have a bit of a sweet tooth like me too. How do you sweeten Fortune Delight?
Yeah, well, I use the Sunrider Sunny Dew, which is a stevia,
Mhm.
and it nourishes your pancreas and balances out your blood sugar levels. So that, in with my Fortune Delight, makes it taste even better, and it just makes it a really nourishing drink.
Absolutely. You know, Pauline, I'm a lot like you. I mean, I like it both hot and cold.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of important things that people need to understand about Fortune Delight is, I talked about concentration earlier. Fortune Delight is 4 times more concentrated than traditional green teas, okay? And again, that comes right back to the concentration challenges or concentration issues I was talking about earlier with Sunrider. You mentioned 10 calories per serving, so it is a very healthy drink. And I promote it all the time to people that come to me and say, hey, I've been hooked on coffee. I drink, 6 cups a day. I'm looking for a replacement. What can I do that would be more healthy? Or the people at the gym that are sucking down, well, I shouldn't name a commercial brand, but they're energy drinks or vitamin
Yes.
drinks, those kind of things, which are all filled with caffeine and sugar, is what they're
That's
really
right.
filled with. This is a super all healthy, natural alternative. Pauline, what's your favorite flavor of Fortune Delight?
Well, I love them all. Yeah. My
Perfect.
grandson is always cinnamon and lemon together. He combines them, so he gets. And then another time you'll have raspberry lemon. I've mixed peach and lemon together.
Yeah.
My husband takes them to work, and he has lemon and raspberry mixed every day in his big bottle of water. Yeah, so we just chop and change around with them, and I love that they're so easy and convenient. Like you can have in your purse, and when you're shopping, you can just go buy a bottle of water and then mix it up, and you've got your hydrating drink.
Yep.
And yeah, I use it all the time. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so great.
Super convenient. Absolutely. I'm with you.
Yeah.
And, one of the other reasons I love Fortune Delight is, again, for the hydration, certainly there's no question about it, but a couple of things that Fortune Delight really does in the body is it actually flushes out the fat. I mean, yeah, Fabi was talking a minute ago about the Action Cap Fit and breaking up that white fat in the body. Well, when you have toxins that you're breaking up, you need to flush them out. So you really should use something that supercharges your water, that flushes the fat out of the body. I also liked it because it also removes lactic acid. Again, being in the martial arts, I have heavy workouts, and I noticed on nights where I don't drink Fortune Delight, I can actually develop leg cramps and stuff because of lactic acid buildup in my muscles. When I drink Fortune Delight, it flushes all that out, and I can get a great night's sleep. So again, Pauline, this is a wonderful product. Like you, I love it. It's funny, I go through various flavors that are become favorites of the month, and I must admit I'm on a raspberry kick right now myself. My wife, she's original all day, every day, 365 days a year. For me, I like to mix it up like you and your family do. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing that. I think before we kind of move on here, I just want to make a quick statement. I don't think anybody would argue with us that we're living in challenging times right now. I mean, global pandemic, sheltering in place, wearing masks, and the fear surrounding all of this. I love the fact that we can offer hope to our friends, our family, and everyone we come in contact with, not only for better health, but also for the opportunity to earn additional income. And I just want to quickly share with you guys this slide here, which I kind of titled, Why is this business model and why? But for me, it's these key things up here. We are an essential business, okay? We'll never be shut down. We're a food-based business. We produce all natural whole food products that support the entire body, including the immune and respiratory system. And living in an age of COVID, what could be more important than nourishing our immune and respiratory systems? This business provides us an opportunity to work from our home in this virtual environment we find ourselves in now. We can be our own boss. We can work the hours that we want. And more importantly, and what's super for me, is I get to work with the people I love to work with. Sunrider provides us security of income. This is residual income that's generated through those key principles of duplication and leverage I talked about earlier. We're in a community of like-minded people, working with people that we choose to work with that all have basically the same mindset of health and wellness. And in that area, this is a referral-based business, folks, that allows us to help and share with others and build a whole business underneath us just by referring people or having people refer to us, like-minded folks that may have a similar need of interest. The responsibility side, again, by owning our own business, we get to take 100%, easy for me to say, 100% responsibility for our own success. And obviously the action we take is what leads to that success. And finally, we have tremendous support. We get support from Patrick at the office. You have support from your upline and through this whole community of Sunriders that work together. Because folks, we may be in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves, okay? The last thing I just wanted to share before I turn this over to Patrick is I also wanted people just to see that we truly are in the right place at the right time. Our business is all about wellness and beauty, and that market is a 5.75 trillion. I'm not even sure how many zeros that is. $5.75 trillion worldwide market. So folks, if you had any questions about whether you're in the right place at the right time and with the right company, I hope the picture on the screen right there answers this for you. What we really hope is that all of you will join us on our Sunrider journey, become part of our team. There's 3 ways to join Sunrider. You can do so as a retail customer for free and purchase at our competitive retail pricing. You can become a preferred customer and get a little bit of a discount on some of the products that you purchase, or you can enroll with us as an independent business owner and actually be able to share this opportunity with others, to build an organization, to take advantage of that leverage I was talking about before, and really build a worldwide business. Patrick, if I can turn to you, please, sir. Thank you for being patient with us. And you're kind of a silhouette there in the background. We can see you, a black shape.
Yeah. I actually had a screen set up, but it hasn't appeared. The background screen hasn't appeared on mine, so I'm going to have to go and check into that.
No problem. Well, Patrick, I know probably everybody on this call knows who you are, but your title in Sunrider is what?
The sales and operations manager for the Australian and New Zealand market.
Absolutely. I know you're based there in Waterloo. I've had a chance to visit with you many times. And folks, Patrick is tremendous support to all of us. Without him, none of us would be here talking about Sunrider today in Australia. So Patrick, really appreciate you. And I know that there's some promotions that the company was kind of attaching to this program today. Can you walk us through some of these?
Yeah, let me can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
cool. Well, good morning. And here, everyone in Sydney and Wollongong and the Blue Mountains. I think Pauline, you might be in the best place this weekend, given all the heat we're expecting.
It is a bit better up here, Patrick. A bit of a breeze. Yeah.
Exactly. Look, we have designed these accompanying promotions for the Sunrider Day and to run through to the end of January. So the first one. So if you've got any more meetings planned with people over the next few days or next week, please take advantage of these promotions. If you need to send me a text and get me, and I can email you the respective promotions, just do that sometime after the meeting. Happy to do that. I think a few of you guys have already got the promotional offers, right? Yeah. So the first one is that if anyone placed an order over $100 or more, they will qualify for free shipping. All right. We do say it's valid just for today, but look, I'm happy to, if we get any orders next week on the official free shipping order form, I'm happy to offer that free shipping to anyone if their orders are over $100. All right.
That's a super deal, Patrick. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, awesome.
Thank
move
you very
on?
much.
Mac, do you want to just move through to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Yeah. Now, and everyone is here. These are our current starter packs with the herbal food and beverages. So when an IBO signs up, they have the option to buy one of these packs. Just want to let you know, these packs are available as a normal ordering item for all IBOs, for all current IBOs. So not necessarily when you sign up, you may have a person who's really interested in the product and they may have been an IBO for a while. They can still buy one of these packs. So, and the special offer today is that if they purchase one of our, well, actually for the next week, if they purchase one of the starter packs with the Simply Herbs or the mixed berry option, they will get a free box of Vitadopolis. Okay. So that's if they purchase one of the starter packs. They're about $118 IBO price. I think retail it's like $135. If they purchase one of those particular packs, Sunrider, they will also receive a free box of Vitadopolis. And we all know how wonderful our Vitadopolis has been, our probiotic, being one of the first companies in the world to have a probiotic on the market. And just in the last couple of years, it seems like everyone's introducing their probiotic product, but we know that our Vitadopolis one is one of the most incredible probiotics on the market. So that's a great offer. And then if they purchase the large Sun Pack Daily Balance, so this is kind of like a 30-day pack to get them going, they're going to get a free box of Sun Bars. So they can indicate on the actual order form which flavor Sun Bars that they want, all right? So that's the introduction packs offer. They run through to the end of January, so the end of next Sunday, January the 31st. If you need any order forms, maybe just send me a text and I can email you guys the order forms for people who haven't got them, all right?
Absolutely. You know, Pat, before you move on, these are fabulous packs, by the way, everybody. Absolutely incredible. And they fit right in with what we were talking about in terms of the foundational foods. And to your point, Patrick, you know, the Vitadopolis, it truly is special. And one of the reasons that it is so popular, at least for us here, is that it is actually coated with an apple pectin, which allows it to go through the upper parts of the stomach down into the lower intestine, which is where you need that probiotic to be. Most commercial brands of probiotics get eaten up in the upper parts of the stomach because of the stomach acid. So Vitadopolis truly is an incredible probiotic product. And Yana, it looks like our fruit sun bars are on this list too. So this will be a great people for being able to get them. So,
Right.
Awesome
Great.
stuff. Patrick, I know you've got one more slide here, I believe.
Yeah, one more slide. So this is an exclusive joining offer. And this runs through to the end of January. So everyone knows to join Sunrider as an IBO is $59, and that enables you to share Sunrider with other people to start developing your customer base. You get a 15% discount off the retail price. So when you join Sunrider, you've got a couple of options. You can just buy the starter pack, which is a photograph there, costs $59, and you can go and start your business. There's great information there. There's a few product samples included. We also give people, and we encourage people that when they do sign up, we have these product packs, which I've just described in the previous slide. They are available when people sign up. It's an optional purchase, but we feel if people are going to if they want to start to experience Sunrider products, and it's also a good way for them to experience the products and for them to start talking about their experiences with people they will talk to about the business. So if they purchase one of the Sunrider starter packs, they normally receive a $20 free credit, which is basically a credit that will go against their account. And when they come to place their next second order, there's going to be that $20 credit there that they can use against that second order. So in this particular promotion, we've actually increased the e-credit amount to $30. So instead of getting a $20 e-credit amount, they will get a $30 e-credit amount to be put into their account. And if they purchase the larger SunPack Daily Balance Pack, the normal e-credit amount they get for that is $50. For the next week to the end of January, they will actually receive a $60 e-credit voucher. Okay, so again, we've just increased it by $10, and it's a great talking point to people that if they buy the 30-day SunPack Daily Balance, you would normally get a $50 credit going into your account. Just for the next week, that amount has actually increased to $60. And again, you will get free freighting on any of these business packs ordered over the next week to the end of January. So the three offers are staged, are kind of segmented and aimed at different people, and you've really got to talk to people and see what their interest is like, and then maybe you can guide them to what you think the best offer for them is suited to them. Okay.
You know,
and if you have any questions, everyone knows how to get hold of me. I actually sent a text out to all the IBOs who are hosting meetings today, wishing them luck, etc. And you know, I think there's about 12 meetings going on around Australia, which is great.
absolutely.
So, and that's essentially it. And you know, Mac and all the ladies here, you know, it's given you're all based in Sydney or around Sydney, we have the Sydney Sunrider shop that you can come into. We can have meetings at. Binny was there the other day. And I know everyone's been there. We went and saw Pauline just before Christmas up in the Blue Mountains, which was great. And I've got down to Wollongong a couple of times to see Yana, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Very good. Excellent.
Patrick, this is wonderful. You know, I just got to say the idea of $59 to start your own home-based business should be a no-brainer for people, because you're right. It not only allows them a 15% discount on the product, but it opens up the entire compensation plan for them to share to be able to earn retail profit and bonus income. And I just want to make sure I got this right, because it was so great. So if somebody purchases one of these starter packs when they join between now and the end of the month, they get a $30 e-credit to go along with it, correct? As well as free shipping.
Yeah, no, but that's if they sign up as an IBO, Mac.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So
okay,
so you've got the $100 one. Then you've got these product packs with the free product, and that's available for everyone. And then to get the increased e credit, that's when you actually sign up as an IBO, choose a pack, and you'll get
so when you buy your pack at the same time you sign up as an IBO, that's where the e-credits come into play, right?
Yeah.
Such
exactly.
a super deal, and free shipping on those too. How do you beat that?
Free shipping,
You know?
yeah.
That is absolutely wonderful. Well, great. You guys, these are some super promotions to be taken advantage of between now and the end of the month. And again, I guess the moral of the story to all of us is, let's go out and share our love and our testimonies on these foods. Let's get people, let's find out what their needs are. Let's share with them these promotions so they can take advantage of it and become part of our team moving forward. And again, I just want to thank everybody. I mean, Fabi, Pauline, Binny, Yana, and Patrick for joining us too, to share with us today. And I'll be doing a couple things. I will be sharing, we recorded this call, so I'll be posting it and sharing it out there virtually to everybody. Patrick, you were kind enough to send me the PDF with all of these promotions. I'll get that out there to everybody as well, so we can be sharing them. And for anybody that needs to contact Patrick, all of his information up here. Fabi's email is there, Pauline's, Binny's, mine. Yana, sorry I didn't get your contact up there.
Why not?
I was bad, my bad, shame on me. I'll make sure we include it, okay? In any case, everybody, hey, I want to thank you so much for your time. It's been great. We all appreciate you being part of our call today. And we look forward to sharing with you again soon, and hoping all of you can get out there and really build your Sunrider businesses. So with that, let me thank everybody. We'll stop the recording and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you,
guys. Keep in touch.
Mate.
Get hold of me.
Thank you.
Will do.
Bye, Patrick.